There is so much momentum now. Yeah, that it's a bit like, okay, what next, what next, what next? So we don't want to burn out before we break through. So this week we've got to be super careful. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to this week's energy forecast. I'm Sarah Louise. I'm an intuitive, a reader of the cosmic weather, and I'm here to share with you my intuitive take on what's coming up this week. So what energy is going to be around and how you can best navigate yourself through the week. So my friends, we are mid-April and there is so much fire in the air. And if I can describe how the energy feels that's around us, within us, it's like that kind of super, if we're not careful, manic, go, 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 like so much to be done, a bit frantic, like, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. There's so much fire, there's so much energy pushing forward, there is so much momentum now. Yeah, that it's a bit like, okay, what next, what next, what next? And we have to be really careful when that energy is around, because if we go with it, like, we can become quite frantic. And when I tune into this energy, I'm like, okay, we need to be super aware, because we have one more week of Aries season, and yes, there's still going to be a lot of planets in that fire, but in this last week we don't want to burn ourselves out, because we have been go, 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 go for the last few weeks. Yeah, so there's so much opportunity now for kind of breakthroughs and you know, breaking through old barriers and creating new, and kind of going places we really want to go. But we don't want to do that feeling broken, and we don't want to get there wherever we kind of want to go, get to that place and be like, oh my God, I'm smashed. Yeah, so we don't want to burn out before we break through. So this week we've got to be super careful and really kind of like take pauses, take moments. It was funny, I was packing up this morning to go away for a few days, and you know, I looked at my watch a minute ago before I'd sat down to do this, and I was like, oh my God, it says like I'm super stressed. And I was like, I haven't, since I woke up, taken a moment just to breathe. I've been like, go to this, go to that, go to this, go to blah, 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 blah. And it's pretty manic, yeah. And the system, like, we don't work like that anymore. That could have been like the old, but the new is like, it's more grounded, and you know, it's like, okay, get the job done, but you know, pause for a moment, take a breath for a moment, because the overwhelm and the energy that builds up in the body, it's too hectic out there for us to be hectic like that in here too, because together it's just like, oh. And then I was like, God, I'm really tired, like, whoa, really hot. Yeah. So it was a kind of real moment to remember, okay, slow it down a minute, like, take a breath, sit down for a second, have a glass of water, just close your eyes and just tap out for a moment here. Do that beautiful reset. It's like it can take a second just to go, okay, ground my feet, shut my eyes, switch off. Yeah? You hear me? And so we've got this week. We don't want to burn out. We don't want to be manic. We don't want to be frazzled. We don't need to, yeah? To do that, we've got to be super conscious, really aware, you know, cool the system down, cool your energy down. Yeah, and in doing that, because of all of this forward flow and this forward momentum and this energy, we can get so much done, and we can really achieve some things that we've been really wanting to achieve, and what we've been working on can come into fruition. And you know, we have a new moon this week in Aries, and it's a really incredible new moon around intention setting, new seeds, creation. Like, it's a really powerful one. It's like the soil is so fertile for creation and new beginnings and, you know, new seeds and breakthroughs, and like, it's really incredible, this new moon that's coming in. Like, if we work with it without being manic and frantic and like all over the shop, if we're conscious and we're tuned in and we're like, okay, sit down, what are my intentions, what seeds do I want to plant, what are the steps forward, you know, what are my dreams, okay, now let me expand that, what are my unlimited dreams, and tune into them, and, you know, connect with our higher self, and, you know, expand our energy. And wow, it's going to be a great week. But if we're like looking down and we're manic and we're like, you know, frazzling ourselves and hectic and over emotional and all those things that we get when we push too hard, it's not going to be fun, right? Yeah. Last week of Aries season, beautiful new moon in Aries, so much potential. Yeah, and we have an opportunity to do things differently to how we used to do them. Yeah, so, you know, thinking before we speak, and maybe, you know, not doing everything all at once, but, you know, making a plan to do it in steps, calling our system down. Because of all that fire, we are going to have to release it. So, you know, running, orgasms, you know, when it builds up within you, how do you release it? I don't know. Yeah. But it's a active energy, so it needs an action to get it out. Yeah. So if you feel that, have your release, whatever that looks like. Yeah, you know. Lots of water this week. Yeah. And I'm feeling not hot, not cold, but cool, warm. Yeah, because it's extreme. Let's keep it more balanced here. Sit down, do your intention setting. You know, what do I want for this new season, for this new time, for this new month? Yeah, where am I at? What am I creating? What are my next steps in my big plans? What are my dreams? Let me remember again. Because when we're in hectic, we're just living in that, like, get this done, get this done, get this done. We forget about the bigger picture. It's when we stop and we come back and we think bigger picture again. Okay, what am I doing all this for? Oh, it's for that. Oh, yeah, cool. Tune into that. Take some breaths. Remember, the out breath is what calms the nervous system. We've got to look after the nervous system because it's so overwhelmed. Yeah, and remember that there's a lot of conflict out there, which is out there is just a reflection of in here. So we've got to work on the conflict that's within us. And, you know, most often the conflict is just the crazy, so we just surrender. Stop. Be more methodical. Don't say yes to everything. Say yes to a few of those things. It's a really cool new moon. It's got a lot of energy behind it. So what are you going to create? What seeds are you going to sow? Yeah, comes in at the end of the week. And then next week we go into Taurus season. And it's a little bit like, okay, come to the dining room table, sit down, let's eat, like, let's connect, let's eat. Yeah, let's cool it down, like, whoa, let's talk about what that was. Yeah, over a nice dinner. So this week, yeah, let's do what we need to do so when we get to that dinner table, we've got some super cool stories to share. We're not like, oh, sorry, I'm smashed. Like, whoa. Yeah. Have an amazing week. I love you all. And yeah, intention setting, super conscious, super cool, one step in front of the other, not getting too, if you find yourself there, bring it back to center, stay aligned. Remember, we're living in new ways. We're not doing it the old way. We don't burn out anymore. We know the signs. We know the signals. We know when we need to listen. We know when we need to slow it down. We know when the energy's building up. We got to release it. We know, right? And we live aligned and we live conscious because we're evolving. Yes, my people? Have an amazing week, and I will check in with you next week.